This is my video on my Crf125. I think this is a trail version, but yeah, it's my little Supermoto, my Crf125 Supermoto. Excuse the shaky footage right now. I got a broke foot right now, so. But I'm gonna show y'all. This is the bike right here. I'm gonna get it out from all this crap right here, and I'll show you what the bike looked like. I haven't ridden this bike in like probably like a month or so since I got back home from Spain. I got back from Spain, and then I think a week or two later I ended up breaking my foot. So it's just been sitting. But man, I've ridden this bike a lot, and I'll get into more of that when I get it all out of here. But let me get it out of this first. I just want to show y'all the stock wheels that came on it. These are right here. Got the spacer in there with a piece of tape, that way it doesn't fall out. But these things, I've ridden these a lot too since I got the bike. When I first got the bike, I rode it in dirt bike form for a good, a couple weeks before we had enough money to get the rims. We had to get them built and all that. And I just been rocking these. So these are the stock wheels right here. Throw those back where they belong. And I'll push this in the sun so y'all can see. Alright, cool. So this is the bike right here. Man, yo, I've ridden this joint so much. Honestly, to tell the truth, I'd be surprised if I didn't ride this thing more than anybody else in the world, yo. That owns a Crf125. I mean, we got this. This is a 2016. We got this brand spanking new. You know what I mean? I'll put some pictures in here right now of what it looked like brand new. And we used to have bark busters on there. For the handlebars, the little guards, we had those on there. And then when we just put it in the Supermoto mode. Right now, I'll give y'all a little bit of a walk around. Let me get this little stool right here so I can navigate on this broken foot. Alright, so as y'all can see, I got a lot of stickers and stuff on it. I didn't have these stickers on here when we first put it in the Supermoto mode. This is just over time, I painted it, the Maryland flag, that's where I'm from. I got the NOS right there, the turbo. I got NNR sticker, never not riding. And just random stuff, I got some ladies right there, you know what I mean? Some more ladies. Oh, this is my favorite one right here. I don't know if y'all can see this one. Check this thing out right here. Bam! 808, baby. You know what I mean? Certified Honda. Then I got some little hidden ones, hidden gems. What is it? Fragile. These are the Gator rims, the 12-inch Gator rims I got on here. The bike is stock. Bike's dead stock. Only thing I've done to it is crash it, really. Change this thing, crash that some more. One of the big problems I got with this bike is the foot pegs. I'll take this tape off, but since with the 12-inch rims, the bike's a lot lower to the ground than the stock dirt bike rims. I think the front's like the stock dirt bike one's like a 17 in the front, and the rear is a 14. These are both 12, so it's just a lot lower. And when I'm leaning, this is the first thing that scrapes on the ground. So these things are razor sharp. I actually end up getting hurt on this same foot. Popped me in a parking lot, and the bike flipped over and fell on my foot, and literally this foot peg right here stabbed me right through my foot. I had to get stitches and broke my foot. That was a couple months ago. But yeah, that's the only problem. These are real dangerous when they get real sharp. They're usually probably maybe like that long. That's the only problem. I tape this around right here, and then I tape the edges right here just so, nice and stable, nice and sturdy on there. It's, typical Honda though, 2016. I fired up for y'all in a little bit. I got the Mitas tires on there. They got the stock rotor on the front. I just bought another one of those from the factory to put on these 12-inch rims. Stock the bike almost fell. I'm on a hill right now. You got the stock whatever you call that joint right there. More stickers. Oh, look at this one right here. This bike's real dirty, man. Sorry I ain't clean it for y'all, yo, but forget that, yo. Oh, and also I put a picture or a video of the exhaust too. This is my little wheelie. I learned how to wheelie on this bike, man, so I done went down a couple times, looped it out a couple times, and this is a second exhaust we got for it. I done looped it out on this one too. The other one we had, oh man, it was crushed up like a soda can. Like,
Bands just on the fan, my man
I flipped all the way back. This was all like, you know, tweaked all backwards, and the exhaust was all pointed to the air. I rode it like that for a while, and then we finally ended up buying another full pipe for this thing. And follow the leader sticker on there. I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, I hooked up. I put some aftermarket levers on here that are all bent up, as you can see. But yeah, I didn't have very good luck with the bark busters on these bars. I just put this little pad here, so whatever. I just found that in my garage. I put that on there. But the bark busters that we had on there that went to the outside of here and hooked onto the handlebar, we didn't have good luck with those, man. I had like three different brands of those things, and they've always, you know, bent or broken, and then they get real all pushed up into here, and the throttle's sticking open, and I just grind. You know, I'm at this point, look, I'm grinding the handlebars down. It's cool though. I'm gonna get some new handlebars soon because these ones are bent. Another time when I crashed, when I was wheeling and crashing, and bars tweaked, and now they're bent. But man, this bike is a solid bike, yo. I've ridden this joint a lot. You know what I mean? The only thing I've ever done, you know, mechanical wise, besides, you know, changing parts of the brake, is changing the oil, man. Change the oil every, you know, when I feel like I got to, you know what I mean? But yeah, got the 808 sticker on this joint. Man, I love this bike. This is a disc brake in the front, and then they got the drum brake in the rear. I kind of wish there was a disc brake in the rear, because I ain't really, you know, this is the first bike that I've ever ridden with drum brake in the rear. I mean, not bad, but for, like, you know, I got it cranked out all the way, because, you know what I mean, I use a back brake, you know, frequently, especially when I'm wheeling. So I had to replace the drum pad in there once. This is a new one in here now, but that's the only, you know, that ain't even an issue, really. That's just, you know, only thing that bothers me every once in a while. Yeah, this thing's legit, yo. Oh, we got a new chain for the bike. Red chain. Can't remember why. I think the other one was too short or something like that. I don't know. We just got a new one because it looks nice, I think. I'm trying to think what else. That's really it. That's all I can think of. You know what I mean? Got the 12 o'clock on here. But when I be scraping, most of when I be looping out, but I be scraping sometimes too. Seats nice and comfy, man. Feel like I'm riding on the sofa when I'm riding this joint. Oh, okay, so last thing about the suspension. I got the stock suspension on here. We looked into getting some stiffer suspension because, man, this suspension is soft. Like, you breathe on it and you know, it's borderline bottoming out, man. It's some soft suspension. But it's gonna be a little bit expensive to put some suspension on here, so I just, you know, I'm just dealing with it how it is now. Ain't no big deal. I got a bar end on here from a BMX bike. I just jammed that in there, so you know what I mean. I can crash some more on this thing, and yeah, it's key operated. Let me see where the key is. I tied it in here so I wouldn't lose it, because I knew I was gonna lose it if I didn't. Man, I hope this bike starts. Anytime I leave it sitting for a while, the battery likes to go dead. When I go to Spain and nobody starts it for me, key on. Wait, hold up. The whole key's like upside down. Hold up. Yeah, one time I ever had a problem with the battery is when I go to Spain and I'm gone for a couple months or whatever, and then I come back and I'm like, oh, yo, my bike won't start. But then I just put the joint on the battery tender and it fires right up after, you know, the battery's juiced up. This is the choke right here. You got off, halfway, all the way on. Gas, you got on, off, reserve. Yeah, basically that's all the problems I've ever had, you know what I mean? I just had, you know, to replace the drum brake because it got worn out after a while, after having it for a while, using it a lot. Man, I ride this thing almost every day, yo. When I'm not injured or when I'm not in Spain, I'm rocking and rolling on this bike, whether it's in Supermoto mode, which it is in the majority of the time, or sometimes I get bored of Supermoto mode and I throw them wheels on there, the dirt bike wheels, and, you know, just do whatever and hit some jumps or whatever. But yeah, man, this bike's been ridden a lot, yo. Oh, and that's what I wanted to say. The only other major issue I've ever had was the rear set right here. This thing, like, I think I crashed a couple times. Like, I mean, I've crashed this bike a lot, yo. I have crashed this bike a lot. I'm talking over hundreds of times, yo. Almost every time I ride on this thing, I could be crashing it. So, you know, it gets pretty beat up. And eventually this thing ended up snapping right here. This part of the, like, this is the rear set right here. And then like the actual tube that goes in, and this is like the chassis right here. The chassis ended up cracking over time. And then it was just, the whole thing was just moving up and down, up and down. So I got it welded right there. So now it's all, you know, it's ready to rock again. But yeah, I never had any big issues with this thing. You know, it's a Honda, man. These joints, they last forever, yo. But yeah, let me fire it up for y'all so y'all can hear what it sounds like. All right, here we go. I hope this battery isn't dead, man. It's been sitting for probably, like 5 weeks, man, since I broke my foot. I haven't started it up. I just been riding a little Z50 around the neighborhood. Let me see if it'll start up. I got the choke on. Yeah. Yo. Started it right up. Yo. I might have to rev it a little bit. Alright, well, I'm gonna get this thing warmed up, man. This thing's pretty cold-blooded. But I'm gonna get it warmed up, and I think I'm gonna either insert some clips of me doing some wheelies, or I'll, you know, wait till my little brother come home and have him film me do some wheelies with my broken foot. So you can see me riding this joint a little bit. But I'll even throw in some clips of me practicing, you know, doing some drills, some figure eights, you know, sliding, this and that. You know what I mean? So y'all can see me really getting busy on this bike, how I do all the time. All right, I got it idling real good now. I got the choke off, it's heated up. I'm gonna rev it up for you guys a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna take this for a little ride, man. Oh, it died. Alright, well, I'm gonna take this one for a little ride. I'll just, you know, on board show you how, you know, cruising on it, and then I'll add in some clips at the end of me, you know, doing wheelies or riding in the parking lot or whatever I find. So y'all can see this joint in action. Alright, kick it in gear. A little dicey out here. Alright, let's take off. Literally such an easy bike to ride. Just kick it in first gear, not even no gas. Look, let the clutch out, and I'm going. Look, I'm going. We're good. I just parked her on up. Like I said, man, I've ridden this bike a lot, yo. Night and day, rain and shine. I've ridden this bike when it was 110 degrees outside, about to pass out in my race leather suit. I mean, I've ridden this thing when it was ice cold outside, slipping and sliding all over the place, man. This is honestly a nice bike, yo. Honda did not pay me to make this video, dog. I mean, I just thought I'll show y'all my bike, you know what I mean? Tell you a little bit about it. And just to let y'all know, only thing I absolutely had to do to get these 12-inch rims on here was take a Dremel and grind down a piece of metal that was, hold on, you can kind of see. Right there, this little, see that right there? That's a sharp piece of thing that I cut off, like a big metal piece that I had to cut off because it would touch the tire. It was literally like you couldn't put the tire in here without that thing touching it. So I just sawed that off. I don't know what that went to, but don't need that. So yeah, I just took that off with a Dremel. And yeah, these things, babies fitted nice and snug. Yeah, that's really it. You guys got any questions, just let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to answer you as quick as I can. Thanks for watching. And yeah.